Hello everyone, welcome to Arka to Science. So today in this content I am going to talk about a very important planetary energy change. Devguru Brihaspati, Jupiter is turning retrograde. Last month, that is the month of October 2025, Jupiter entered the sign of Cancer. That is its exaltation sign. And now in the month of November, Jupiter is now going to turn retrograde. On 11th of November 2025, Devguru Brihaspati is now going to turn retrograde in its exaltation sign Cancer. Cancer, the exaltation sign of Jupiter, Devguru Brihaspati, here Jupiter is very happy. It brings forth the nurturing and compassionate side of Jupiter. Emotional well-being and wisdom, intelligence and happiness at the domestic space. And if you are new to this channel, tap onto the subscribe button, click onto the notification bell icon so that every time I make a new content, you get notified instantly. And if you want a consultation from me, check the links down in the description section. You can mail me through my email ID or you can get connected with me through my Facebook or Instagram accounts. Cancer being the fourth house of the natural zodiac, it signifies happiness, emotional well-being, our mind, peace of mind, our mother, how we connect with our mother, love and affection which we receive from mother, the mental security which we get at our home, any kind of comfort, affection and love which makes us feel relieved, which gives us security at the mental level and liberates us from any kind of stress and tension and anxiety of outward life. And that is the reason you will see that when you come back home and you feel relaxed, you feel that yes, now I am protected, I am secured, I am loved. There are people who are ready to provide me with all kinds of nourishment, affection and love, comforts, luxuries. That is the sign of Cancer. And here in the sign of Cancer, Jupiter finds very happy. The benevolent nature of Jupiter becomes more relevant here. Emotional well-being becomes the main theme and happiness. Here Jupiter is turning retrograde. So at times it can take us to emotional roller coaster also. Because whenever a planet turns retrograde, it brings re-evaluation, revisit, introspection. And since here I am talking about peace of mind and emotions, here re-evaluation can be related to inner feelings, past memories, family matters. So it will be directly concerned with you, your emotions, your feelings and anything which had happened in the past. Particularly related to your home, the people who are very close to you, the people who are very affectionate to you, particularly you and your mom. So this becomes that much important. So if I talk about the dates, 11th of November 2025, Jupiter turns retrograde in the sign of Cancer. Now, in its retrograde motion, it will move backwards and re-enter the sign of Gemini on 5th of December 2025. Then, in the sign of Gemini, it will turn retrograde. It will move in the retrograde motion and on 11th of March 2026, it will finally turn direct in the sign of Gemini. So it is basically a time period of 120 days when Jupiter will be in its retrograde motion. But here in this content, I will be particularly talking about the effect and impact of this retrograde motion of Jupiter in the sign of Cancer. Because when it enters the sign of Gemini, it will be demoted in the sign of Gemini and that result will be completely different from what it is now. It's just a matter of around 24 or 25 days when Jupiter will be in the sign of Gemini. So that time the results will be quite different from now. So here I will be talking about what is the actual theme of this retrograde motion of Jupiter in the exaltation sign, the sign of Cancer. If I talk about spiritually, because spiritual explanations are more important, because when you are talking about retrogression, that also in a sign which is related to moksha trikon, that is the sign of Cancer, the natural fourth house of the natural zodiac, spirituality becomes the main theme. You will see that you are getting some kind of feelings related to old philosophies, old teachings of your family values or your ethics, anything which was making you feel that should I be benevolent enough, or was it really worth it, or any kind of spiritual learning which you have been getting, all of a sudden you may start questioning it at the philosophical level. And one of the best way to counter it is to go through ancient scriptures, because when you question it, because that is what retrograde motion is all about, to find the answers, to introspect anything which was happened in the past before, because until and unless we resolve it, we cannot go forth, we cannot go forward. And that is what Jupiter here says, that wait, have patience, sometimes delays are good. So when I talk about the ancient scriptures, you will find that many a times the philosophical ideas which makes us feel that whether it is correct or not, or something which we are applying in our real life, was it really worth it or not? Go through the scriptures, go through the spiritual learning. This can be a very good remedy also. You will see during this particular time, you might also get some kind of help at the spiritual level, maybe at the religious level, or some kind of learnings which was undone, which was not learned properly, any kind of lessons from your mentors, spiritual mentors, from your teachers, from your guru, preceptors, or even from the elders of your family. So this is a very good time to connect regarding the answers. And since Jupiter is exalted here, you will find very good opportunity to get the problems resolved. Sometimes it happens that we are in some kind of confusion and we are constantly finding the answers, but we don't get it. But here at least Jupiter is exalted. So here Jupiter will bring forth those things in front of you, only because Jupiter is asking you that yes, here is the opportunity. Find the answers. You will get it. Now since retrograde motion brings chestable, Jupiter here gets chestable, that means we have to put our efforts. And we are really fortunate that Jupiter turns retrograde in the sign of Cancer. Now when Jupiter turns retrograde in the sign of Cancer, so what will happen? It will impact the sign of Gemini by the virtue of its retrograde motion. And what is the sign of Gemini? Third house of the natural zodiac, that is efforts. So efforts related to Jupiter indicates that how we learn the right things and imply in our real life. So this is the spiritual significance of this transit of Jupiter in the retrograde motion. You will see that when you are going through this transformation phase, this will also heal you at the emotional level. Many questions will be answered, and how you connect it in the real life, you will find more better opportunities to connect with people who are very close to you. People will find that you are more solution oriented rather than you are in some kind of confusion. Okay. If I talk about at the material level, at the personal level, it becomes even more important, because Jupiter signifies the second house, fifth house, ninth house and 11th house of the horoscope. So when it comes to material living, wealth, finance, career, growth, success, don't forget that Jupiter signifies second house, fifth house, ninth house, 11th house. So your fulfillment of desire, your wealth, your finance, your creativity, your fortune, divinity, all are significated by Jupiter. So at times you might feel that success is getting delayed, growth is getting temporarily stopped, or to some extent it can be delayed also. So here Jupiter says that you need to be more humble, you need to be more patient, because this patience will help you in upcoming days. you will see that something in your past or maybe some past mistakes are there which you need to carry forward in a more nice way and manner. Only then you can go forward. Sometimes when the success is delayed, that doesn't mean that you have failed. No, it means here Jupiter is giving you opportunity that why not you make yourself more perfect. That is the reason sometimes retrograde Jupiter makes us do certain things which normally other person or other people cannot do, or in any other situation you are not able to do. This is a great virtue of retrograde Jupiter, that we are able to successfully perform any task which normally we will not do, because we don't get that wisdom, we don't get that intelligence. All of a sudden you will feel that some spiritual energy is helping you and you are able to do it. First of all, the chesta bal, okay, chesta bal of Jupiter, that is the strength which we get by the virtue of the retrograde motion of any planet. Second thing is that the spiritual energy because you see Jupiter will be aspecting Pisces where Saturn is transiting, and at this moment of time Saturn is also retrograde, but Saturn will also turn direct in the month of November. So we have to understand that this is a very good time to get that spiritual energy in our favor, so that we can carry forward that energy in the upcoming days and be more perfect. So in that sense, I will also say that financial matters, wealth related matters might also get slowed down. Gains, income, there can be a possibility that where you may feel that my gains are getting stubbed. How I connect with my network circle, that connections are getting stubbed, or should I put some extra effort? So you will get the questions and you will also find the answers. So during this particular time, it is advisable that you don't take any new step, you don't take any new important decisions, because if you take any new step or any new important decision, then what will happen? It will take you towards repetition, reversal of events, or you may say that first of all it might happen that you do something and again you have to do it back, and later on you might feel that it was it really required? This kind of feelings. That is how the retrograde motion of any planet works. It is for our benefit that Jupiter is retrograde in its exaltation sign, so it is definitely bringing these solutions for us. Secondly, since it is happening in the sign of Cancer, so it has something to do with our emotions, family. So you will see any family matter, any emotional matter, maybe the childhood memories or maybe any memory from your past, is all of a sudden the mind is clouded with all those things, and suddenly you are having some kind of arguments, you are having some kind of conversations at your family with your family members. So there can be re-evaluation of family ties on certain matters depending upon your dasa, depending upon where the sign of Cancer lies in your chart and which planets are sitting over there or aspecting over there. Everything will matter. Now since Jupiter is moving backwards, you might also feel that any work which was just going towards completion, suddenly it stopped. Why? Because something is there. So that means that was there right from the beginning. Make sure that you take care about it. Then go forward. That will give you very good results. As I said that this is a very good time to connect with spiritual way of living and everything. You will see that now more you connect with religious rituals, customs, okay, or divinity, all of a sudden you might get some kind of wisdom, and it might really help you in your day forward, particularly related to the significance of the sign of Cancer, whichever house it may be. It can be your 4th house, 5th house, 10th house. Okay. At the career level, I would say one thing, like suppose any old opportunity like suppose it can be any authority, superior or boss from your past, maybe in your old company or old work or project, might connect with you regarding some work, regarding some opportunity, or any work which you have been doing. Okay, you might all of a sudden need a re-evaluation or revisit to that work. Why? Because something was there which was not taken care of. And why I am saying, because Jupiter will be aspecting Capricorn, the sign of work, career, status, name, fame. So Jupiter will be activating each and everything. When it comes to inner security, fear and also vulnerability, you will see regarding those things also, all of a sudden some matters will come up. It will directly challenge that are you prepared to face your weakness, to face your any kind of vulnerabilities, because Jupiter will be aspecting Scorpio. Right now Mars is also transiting in the sign of Scorpio. So it means when those kind of insecurity comes in front of you, you will also have the chance to make sure that you get a solution for that, which is a good thing. Now since Scorpio becomes the 8th house of the natural zodiac, this also brings forth any kind of fear or insecurity related to your collaborations, partnerships, relationships, intimacy, inner transformations, inner experiences, spiritual experiences. So suppose if you are in any kind of collaboration, partnership or relationship, or you are thinking to get into it, so before you commit or before you make sure that everything is okay, why not resolve the past issues? Because in future it will be helpful to you, that how you connect with your partner. Or even suppose if you are thinking that okay, you are not in a partnership, but maybe in future you will be into some kind of partnership or relationship. So if there is some kind of fear or insecurity, you will see all of a sudden those things are coming in front of you, and you will be able to face it properly with confidence and resolve it. Normally what happens in the times of retrograde, things becomes delayed, but with patience we definitely get success, because chesta bal of a planet is very important in order to get done any work or anything or achieve anything in our life which requires continuous efforts. In normal day and life we don't put continuous efforts, but whenever a planet turns retrograde, we suddenly get that courage that yes, I will do it, whatever it takes. At your homely environment, maybe in the past something is there which you are not focusing on, or your attention is not onto that. It can be any little thing, smallest thing. All of a sudden you will see that those things at your home are asking your attention, your focus. It can be anything related to restructuring, renovation, or it can be a very small thing, or any family matter coming forward in front of you. So don't ignore those things. This is a brilliant time to work on all of these matters, and you will see that you are definitely going to get good results, because since Jupiter is exalted now, you will get the opportunity to get it done. But suppose if you ignore it now, then again it will be pushed backward, and later on that can create problems. Why? Because you don't need to worry regarding one fact, that this is a permanent thing. This is not a permanent thing. No retrogrades are permanent. The planet will turn direct, and when it turns direct, again it will move from the sign of Gemini, and next year again it will enter the sign of Cancer. When Jupiter again re-enters the sign of Cancer, all those matters again it will come in front of you. So I want every one of us, which includes me also, and every one of us, to make sure that this is a brilliant opportunity for every one of us, spiritually, at the material level, at the family level, with regards to our career, vulnerabilities and spirituality. Any matter which requires some kind of discipline, patience and restructuring. Why not? Because Jupiter will bring opportunity. Trust me, this is a very good time even to connect with your spouse, with your partner in a more better manner and resolve the issues, if any there. And why I say partner? Because Jupiter will be not only aspecting the sign of Scorpio, but also since Jupiter will be retrograde in the sign of Cancer, it will impact the sign of Gemini by the retrograde motion, as if Jupiter is placed in Gemini. And from Gemini it will also aspect the 159. Now what is 159? That is Gemini, Libra and Aquarius from Gemini. So it also activates the partnership also. And that's how retrograde works. Retrograde works from the previous sign, as if the planet is posited in the previous sign. And from the previous sign we have to see where it aspects. So it will activate the sign of Sagittarius also from Gemini. Okay, so it's so much complex because Jupiter has got so much aspects. Jupiter aspects the 5th house, 7th house, 9th house. And aspect of Jupiter is always considered good, be it direct, be it retrograde. Yes, there can be delays, but that doesn't mean that the delay is permanent. No. Initially we might feel that things are not as it should be, but later on you will see that it was required. Patience was required. Sometimes slowness is a bliss. It gives us the time to get that emotional fulfillment. Okay, because when we are very happy, times move forward very fast. Am I correct? So now the time will be slow because you will feel that. So that's it from my side for this transit of Jupiter in the sign of Cancer in the retrograde motion. Hope you have liked this content. Hope you have liked this video. And if you have really liked this video, press the like button and share it to your near and dear ones. Your comments are also welcome to me. If you have any questions, if you have any query, write it down in the comment box. Okay. So that's it from my side. I'm thanking you. Bye bye.